All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. In this video, I want to talk about the heroic welcome that Big Ramy got when he arrived back in his home country of Egypt. So we talked about when he got on his plane with Egypt Airlines heading from New York to Egypt, that he had this crazy greeting when he got on the plane. They announced who he was. They announced that he won the Mr. Olympia. They had congratulations, Big Ramy, like hanging off the side of the plane. And he had this crazy entry just to the plane. But I don't think people fully realize how important what Big Ramy achieved is to his home country of Egypt. He arrived back home as like a national treasure. Big Ramy is like an A-list celebrity after winning the Olympia when he arrived back home in Egypt. I mean, it's crazy. I was talking to his friend Sam Samoy on Instagram, and he was sending me some videos that you guys might not have seen yet. And he was saying that, everyone is talking about the greeting that Big Ramy got and how cool it was. The Prime Minister's office of Egypt wrote to Big Ramy like a special letter thanking him for his participation and his victory in the Olympia. The Minister of Youth and Sports came to represent the country of Egypt to greet Big Ramy. He was saying that pretty much every single Egyptian TV channel or Arabian TV channel or station was there to cover Big Ramy's return to Egypt. So Big Ramy is like a legitimate A-list celebrity. Like in America, he's like a Justin Bieber, like someone people would go crazy for. If Justin Bieber was walking through a mall or something, the reaction you would expect to get here. So I actually think this is an awesome historic moment, because if you guys think about bodybuilding history for a second, the last time the Sandow in the Olympia title left the United States, it would have been like Dorian Yates. It would have been like 97. You had 7 years of Phil Heath before this, 4 years of Jake Cutler, 8 years of Ronnie Coleman. More than the better part of 2 decades was spent with the Sandow Trophy in the United States. And before that, again, it was a lot of U.S. champions. Brandon Curry, Sean Broden, of course, 2 most recent Americans. So it really is kind of far and few between that the title of the Mr. Olympia leaves the United States. And I think it's very cool that this is the guy that it went to, and this is the country that it went to. I don't think there's ever been an Egyptian Mr. Olympia winner. There's definitely been other Egyptian Mr. Olympia competitors, but not a winner. And who knows, maybe this will inspire the Olympia competition itself to start traveling again, become an international competition. I know right now is probably not the best time for it to become an international competition, but the competition itself hasn't left Vegas in a very long time. This was the first year that it left Vegas and was held in Florida. Maybe this is the first year that, or maybe in the near future, it'll go international again. We'll start getting more worldwide opportunities for bodybuilders. But more importantly, bodybuilding fans. I mean, this kind of showcases, A, how much respect bodybuilders get in other countries, and B, how big bodybuilding fan bases are in other countries outside of the U.S. There would be support for a show like the Olympia to happen in other countries. Just an idea. I mean, I think there's a lot of really strong positives with Big Ramy being the new Mr. Olympia champion. I mean, a lot of people for a long time thought that Big Ramy would never win because he doesn't speak English, and because English is the primary language that Mr. Olympia winners have spoken. It's the primary language that seems like it would be best for business in the IFBB. But maybe this victory on behalf of Big Ramy is opening up a whole new market or just a whole new interest in the Middle East. Even though the interest is already there, I think Big Ramy is a great ambassador for the Olympia. I think he's going to do a fantastic job as champion, as much as he can do. And like I've said before, I could not be happier for Ramy. I mean, I can't remember a Mr. Olympia result as long as I've been doing this YouTube thing that has been as little controversy as there is with this one. No, like I said, no one really disagrees with this result. This is the first Olympia result in a very long time. Everybody was happy to see Ramy win. Everybody agreed with Ramy winning. Everybody thought Ramy finally deserved the victory. This wasn't like a big crazy debate. This was like across the board. Ramy deserved this. Everybody pretty much thought that. And while Mr. Olympia champs in the United States, I'm sure when they returned to their city, they got a nice welcome from friends and family and some fans, but nothing like what Big Ramy has gotten. This might be the biggest Olympia homecoming we've seen in a very long time. So again, I just think it's like a feel-good moment for everybody. This Olympia result was what I think all of us wanted to see. We finally got to see the best version of Big Ramy ever, and Ramy did drop a physique update of how he was looking when he got to the States. So we know that when Ramy arrived, they were posting a lot of hints and doing interviews and teasers saying that this is the best Big Ramy that we would ever see. But we didn't see really any pictures of Big Ramy leading up to the show. But they are posting pictures now showing how good he looked when he did arrive in the States. And his coach, Chad Nichols, posted this photo. And I think this kind of puts to rest the theory that they were panicking right before the Olympia. If this picture was the day that Ramy arrived in the States, he already looked really tight. He looked really dry. He looked really hard. He looked really lean. He looked on track at that point. It doesn't look like they were panicking at the last minute. He looked damn good from day one, from the jump. That's one of the driest physique update prep photos I've seen of Big Ramy, and that would have been at, 2 weeks out from the Olympia was when he got to the States to train and live with Dennis. So that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. I hope you did, in fact, enjoy it. I am recording this on Christmas Day for you guys because I want to make sure I got out a video. So shout out to Big Ramy. Thumbs up for Big Ramy. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet already. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.